Hi friends, I'm Mani Jain, your life branding coach, and I help people to help themselves. Today I'm going to talk to you about email etiquette, which needs to be followed and everybody must be aware while at his workplace. Now every day, every one of us gets bombarded with several emails, and yes, we have to reply to several of them as well. So what are the typical do's and the don'ts we should be aware before sending a great email? Let's start. Let's start with the first field, the to field. The to field is meant for those recipients who are the action owners. Then comes CC or carbon copy. Carbon copy field is for those recipients whom you want to inform that this kind of discussion is going on. Another field is the BCC field or the blind carbon copy. Blind carbon copy field is meant to be included when you want to send a particular email to a recipient but do not want the other recipients knows that this guy has received your email. Then comes the subject. Your subject should be appropriate, relevant, short and crisp. Let's come on to the main body of the email and start with salutations first. Hi and hello are formal salutations. Great to write when you're writing a professional email. If you want to be even more formal, then dear is the word. But words like hey, yo, buddy, mate, they are very informal words and should not be used while drafting any professional emails. Now, when coming on to the body of the emails, let's not assume that your recipients know what you're going to talk about in your email. So it's always a good idea to set the context first. Maybe first 2 to 3 lines you can dedicate in letting the background of the discussion. What is it about? This helps all the recipients to know what the email is exactly about and all of them to be on the same page. The next paragraph are the details. What have you done? What is the design? What is the discussion about? Basically, all the detailing part will go in the second paragraph. The third paragraph is the summarization. To know the recipients know what are the next action steps required on this, or what are the blockers, what is the help you may require, whom is the action expected from, and by when. Let's come on to the signatures. Now, I've seen really funny signatures while working in the corporate world. People will like to write or probably blab about all their degrees and certifications in their signatures, which is very funny. As the recipient of your email, I'm really not interested your CA, your ICWA, or you've done this certification or that certification. That doesn't hold any value for me. What I'm looking for in signature is 1. How can you be contacted? So it can be your mobile number, your desk number, your email ID, and in case you're working internationally with international employees, clients or vendors, etc., it's always good to have mentioned your time zone in which, the time of the day in which you will be working. Now, before you hit the send button, it's always good to proofread your email. Read it to yourself once in your own heart and mind. It's always a good practice because for me, in my experience, 90 on 100 times I have been able to update or modify something when I'm proofreading my emails before sending. And of course, spellings and grammar, they put me off. It's not a good idea to send an email which is poor in spellings or grammar. You know what? Chalta hai attitude, no more chalta hai. Then your email is good to send and you hit the send button. One piece of advice more. There will be circumstances in our professional life when we will receive, escalations or probably stinky emails or probably angry emails, which we are really furious when we read it in the very first time. And the human reaction to it is draft a reply at the same very moment and send it. My advice you is don't try to shoot from the lip. Do draft it, but don't send it. Put it in your draft folder and then revisit this email after few hours you will be able to tone it down and hence save your precious relationships with your colleagues, peers, clients or vendors. That's all for today. Signing off now. Thank you.